Spring will soon be in full bloom. Well, this means lots of pretty flowers and green trees. It also means we need to be on the lookout for invasive species. Joining us now with more is Adam Passo, the district manager of the Davey Tree Expert Company. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'm glad to hear it. We're talking about something
spring.
that a lot of people like talking about, invasive species. First of all, what are they if people don't know what that means, and why are they harmful?
Yeah, invasive species are just anything that comes in and spreads aggressively. It could be insects, plants. We have a lot in the area. Emerald ash borer, as most people by now have figured out, that is very hazardous to trees, and still around. You know, if you've been treating your ash and it's still alive, keep treating it because they're still around.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody talks about those. I remember when I was in Nashville, I did a story there about jumping worms, and people were like, what does that mean? And that was another invasive species that we were seeing in our area. So what do we do, Adam, if we kind of see something on a tree or see something outside, we think it looks like one of them, what should we do about it?
Yeah, I would definitely call an arborist. Certified arborist is probably your first step. Get some eyes on it, somebody who's seen it before, and they can let you know if it's something you need to be concerned about. You know, you got the brown marmorated stink bug. We're all familiar with that. Not dangerous to plants, but definitely invasive. So, you know, there's a lot of things coming up pretty soon. Spotted lanternfly that we're going to be seeing. That can be hazardous to a point, but, you know, we haven't seen a whole lot in the area. If you see it around, let somebody know, and we can come up with a game plan.
And what's the larger impact of something like this, Adam? If someone were to see it, it can spread quite quickly, right?
Yeah, that's the definition. I mean, buckthorn, we've all heard of buckthorn, garlic mustard. In their own rights, they're not that hazardous, but they shade out and push out native plants. Really bad for the ecosystem. You know, if you have this whole ecosystem of buckthorn, nothing's growing under it. If you've ever been underneath a buckthorn, there's nothing growing underneath it. It's just dirt. So you got to get control of garlic mustard, buckthorn, you know, a lot of other species.
So what's the biggest challenge that you face when trying to spread awareness about this? I mean, people just don't even know that that's what it is when they're looking. So how can they actually educate themselves and learn more from you?
Well, we can give you little tips and tricks to spot the invasive species, how to manage it safely for the environment. That's a big thing. You know, people want to cut down a buckthorn, put some poison on the stump to kill it, which is the right thing to do. You just got to do it correctly so you don't make a bigger impact on the environment. So it's really doing it in a environmentally friendly way, and we can let you know how to do that.
And so if we do want to learn more, do you guys have any tools to do that, a website or on social media?
Yeah, Davey.com has some helpful things to identify. The Wisconsin, you know, website for environmental issues has a lot of identifying pictures and ways to identify leaves or holes in trees. So there's a lot of resources out there from Wisconsin and from Davey Tree.
Well, Adam, I appreciate you branching out this morning and joining us and sharing all that information. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us on the CBS 58 Morning News on the M.
Thanks, Alex.
Sure. See you later.